Every week I just wish there was a really good way to say hello. I'm going to put a poll to the people and I'm going to say, how do you like being introduced? Like, how do you like to hear this?
How do you like our introduction?
Yeah, like how do you want to start your journey with us? Do you like us just saying, hey guys, welcome back to another week of Two Girls, One Pod? Like, do we have to say I'm Angie and you're Yvie? Like, is that weird? I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me.
Why don't we ask the beautiful people to come up with something really great for us and we will adopt it.
Okay, I prefer that. But for now, this is all you're going to get. I'm Angie and I'm currently recording on Gadigal land.
And I'm Yvie and I'm in Wurundjeri country where I live.
Welcome. I live. I reckon we just slippery dip and slip and slide right into this topic, baby, because I'm excited about it. You want to know why I'm excited about it? Because
why?
I just love it when people let their freak flag fly. Because I also think that everybody has, you've got your personal life, you've got your private life, and then you've got your secret life. And when you can combine all those together, go off, tiny kings and queens. But if you can't, well, look, I'll tell you, there's something for everyone. We saw a story about a woman who makes hundreds and thousands of dollars on OnlyFans by posting photos of her with hairy armpits. When I saw this article, I was like, number one, yes, how good. She's only 28 years old. She stopped shaving her armpits in 2017 to protest against men's expectations of her. But then she ended up turning that around and reportedly makes $200K a year from her OnlyFans. So she went out there to be like, I'm not going to shave my pits, to be like, stick it to the man neosis, and then she ends up profiting from it.
From the man?
From the man neosis.
That's brilliance personified, I think.
It's almost poetic justice.
I could actually do that one. I could do there's a lot of niche creators and I could do most of them. And I honestly don't know why I don't.
I don't know why I don't. Yeah, no.
I don't know how to do it. How? Can someone help me? How do I create is it an OnlyFans thing or is it's not a YouTube thing, but it's a whole app? Like where did people put them up and how do you get paid and all of that thing? I don't know how to do any of that. But
now
I would
OnlyFans.
totally do these things. I would act like a puppy dog. There is a lady her name's Jenna Phillips and she started an OnlyFans and she would make just vanilla content, she called it. And then she realised that her fetish for acting like a dog could earn her much more money due to the popularity of this subculture. She now earns $10,000 a month and she's quit her job as an optician to play puppy dog full time. I could play puppy dog. I do play puppy dog. I talk to my dogs with certain puppy dog voices and I don't get paid for it. Is that all I have to do? I've got hairy armpits, Angela Benise. I've had hairy armpits since before pre-K. Like, I have. I've been doing it, and it was to stick it to the man as well.
You've been growing out those things since I know you.
I could plait them. Maybe that's a fetish.
Yeah, and yours are quite wispy. I reckon that's a fetish in itself.
My pubic hair is long and
wispy.
Straight. That could probably be, because I have to trim that, so that could probably be plaited, and then I could call it platypus. $10,000 only.
Yeah, or you could plait them, the pubes, and then cut them off, and then sell little locks of your pubes. That's cool.
Oh my goodness! I remember watching United States of Tara with our Toni Collette and Brie Larson, who's gone on to become an absolute powerhouse actress. She played her daughter in the show, and she started doing a creator video where she would sit on cakes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, she'd dress up too.
Yeah, she'd be like in a maid's outfit or like a little nurse's outfit or something, and then she'd sit on a cake. Like it would be these beautiful big decorated cakes that you would order at the bakery, and she would have them come and she'd put them down on her ottoman and she'd sit on them.
Yeah, and she would sit on balloons, remember? And she'd be like, and he'd be like, wait, and just as he's about to come, then she'd have to sit on it and just go bang, and he'd come. See, things like that is so...
I could do all of those things.
All of it. There's another one. There's a lady called Alice Lovegood. Excellent last name, by the way. She makes videos of herself pumping her breast milk and earns around $13,000 a month just to pump her breast milk. I would do that if I had breast milk.
I would as well. I've never had breast milk.
If I had it, when I have it one day, I'd pump it if people like, do I just pump it? Do you want to drink it? Like, if I've got leftovers, why not?
They're making breast milk cheese these days. You could be that. But I think it's more of the fetishes. It's the people that like to look at certain things that are not supposed to be acceptable, that they pay the high money. That's where the big money is. And the funny thing about you and I is we don't have much of an ick factor, do we? Like we don't find anything. We don't really judge anything about anyone. It's like, mate, if that's what you're into, I think that's what we bonded over very early in our friendship, when I realised that my inappropriateness was not freaking you out in any way and your inappropriateness was just as bad as mine. I was like, brilliant.
Yes.
This is so good. We can talk about anything and there's going to be no judgment.
There was none. You can go to almost lengths. A little bit now I start to kick in when people take things too far, but that's because it's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't say that. But otherwise, I'm like I'm addicted to it.
Yeah. And I think if anything, I should say, not everything, if it is consensual, then go off. Enjoy yourself, and you are providing a service to someone, and it's an exchange, and it's a consensual exchange. They are paying you. You have made this decision together beforehand that someone is going to pay you and you are going to provide a service for them. It is no different to going out to the supermarket, buying some milk and giving some money for it. There's no difference.
No,
so
I think it's
if
great.
It's been agreed upon that you're going to pay some money and someone's going to give you a service that you want and they're happy to do that,
why not? I think that also it's giving us such a platform and a chance to not just be so cookie cutter and what, society expects for us to be. Like if you have something freaky that you like, I guarantee you there is a gazillion other people that are as equally as freaky as you, and they'd be up for it. You've just got to find that niche, and it's so much easier to find now because you've got things like OnlyFans, or you've got hashtags that you can hashtag and look up, like hashtag foot fetish, and then you could find all your little foot fetish sickos together. I would sell pictures if people liked really, really ugly trotters. I would sell mine.
Yeah. Is that what you would do? Because you think you have really ugly trotters. You don't, unfortunately, but you do have a really weird toe.
Baby toe, yeah. I could do weird things
it's actually
with it.
not that weird, but it could be weird enough for a fetish.
Well, I could, a couple of other things. I think I've got weird feet and they're sweaty, so some people could like how moist my feet get. I've also got really sweaty hands, so I could do weird, like, sweaty things, like rub them on my body or, like, get the juices out of my hands and bottle them for you and sell them. You could drink them. Yeah, I could slide it down glass. I could put it on food. I could lick my own sweat because it's not dirty. It's just sweat. Another thing
try to hold things and you can't,
and then they
because
slip.
they sweat.
Yeah.
Yep,
Another thing I thought I could do, and my friends and I used to talk about doing this actually, is what you wear particular lingerie and you go out all night and you get disco vag, and then you package up your nickies and you sell them for $1,000. Everybody gets disco vag. I would give you my disco vag. And then I'd give you my gym vag.
I'd sell it.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you for free.
Different.
Like, I need $20 is $20. I do gym vag. I do disco vag. I do walking in the sun vag. I do watching my shows vag. I do cooking vag. I'd pack it up all
vag
those.
On your period vag.
Yes.
Vag with a UTI vag.
Because
thrush vag.
flare up vag.
flare-up vag.
It is endless.
Endometriosis
Vag, PCOS vag. I'm really
veggie vag.
What is it?
Veggie vag, where you've popped a veg in there.
Oh. I don't know if
pineapple vag, fruit vag.
You could do heaps. You truly could.
Vag kebabs, vag gumbo.
Shrimp.
Vag shrimp, vag. Vag stew.
Oh.
Vag.
Yeah.
Vag picnic vag.
Anyway,
cheesy vag.
You get the gist.
You get it. You get the gist. You get the vag.
But you know how people's smells, like some people really get off on smells? The undie one would be a good one because everybody, you know, the pheromones and the smell of sweaty vag. I personally like the smell of it. So I think that people would love my vagnickies. Anybody want any? Slide into my DMs. I will think of creating a business of this.
Me too.
I'll get my friends.
I want to do it too.
Okay. Well, I'll get friends on board. Yvie and I will do
Scissoring
it.
vag.
Yeah. Yes.
Friction vag.
Can I get a hell yeah? Oh, yeah.
I don't know what I would do. I honestly don't.
Yes, you want to do the
anything,
cakes.
really.
You want to do the cake.
Yeah,
you could do the cakes where I will
I could do eating. Oh, what about the ones I was reading about the women that men just love them jiggling their tummies?
Yeah, there's one here.
I could do that.
That was that same lady. No, Eora is a plus size creator who went from making $14 in her first month to $38K in a month. Less than 2 years later, she says one of the most highly requested content is simply jiggling her tummy, her thighs, or jumping around and showing her fat. I think it's empowering to know that plus size people
I'm doing it right now.
are always seen as disgusting.
Listen.
Like society portrays us. And there are many people who see us as beautiful and sexy. That's so great. Yeah, you could just grab your bits.
So much content.
You can do the cakes, you can do the armpits, you can do the leg hairs. You grow them out too sometimes. You could jiggle.
I do.
I like the way
I
you
got
jiggle,
bum
don't you?
hairs. Remember how hairy my bum hair is?
Yes. You could be making a killing. What are you doing back there? I never know what she's doing back there.
There's cream cheese.
Where's the cream cheese? It's out there.
It's out there. God, what's wrong with him today? So I think we're going to be millionaires pretty soon.
Imagine like spending all this time like working our little socks off. Like I've done some questionable jobs in my time to make coin, not even a sexy way and not to make bulk. And I could have been just selling my vag knickers this entire time.
We could dress up as Mrs. Claus and the elf when we first met, and that could become a fetish.
And we could feed each other.
Candy canes.
And do the
Candy cane
ASMR
vag.
like this.
Oh, ASMR. I would totally do mukbang. I could do mukbang.
What's that?
That's when you eat. You know, it's an Asian thing.
Oh,
mukbang, I think
yes.
it's called, where you eat and it's really loud on microphone. Really loud. Or you just see, you know, the Korean girls, they eat massive amounts of food.
Yes. Oh, that always makes me feel nervous.
It's really weird. I see these tiny, tiny little humans eating this massive amount of food that I could never eat. It's one of the other biggest misconceptions about people who are fat, that they can eat a heap. It's like, I can't eat nearly as much as some thin people I know.
Yes. Yo, those girls on that. Where was it on TikTok? They're teeny tiny and they smash so much food to the point I feel
So
like I'm going to
much
spew
food.
just watching them.
Yeah.
That's a fetish for sure. There's so many fetishes.
I think we've just found our new life.
Truly endless. Anything else that you guys think of that you want to see, you should let us know.
Absolutely. If you have anything you want to pay us to do,
We will do it.
we will do it.
Dress up as
I will
babies and
do
clean your
it.
house. I'll do that.
I'll remember.
I can pay you in blocks.
I can pay you in blocks.
I don't have
I
any
don't have any money.
So creepy.
You want to know what that's from? DM Angie. She'll tell you all
I'll
about it.
tell you. What about those girls on TikTok
A lot of
that
people
do that
will
like
know what that's from.
those faces where their eyes go in and they're like, and they do all the thing and then it's to the music. It's so weird. And their eyes go cross-eyed and they always do. Oh, you have to watch it. It's on that fave TikTok page that we follow on Instagram.
I'll
I'll send it you.
Yeah. Oh, I love those boys on TikTok.
Oh, that's a fetish. Some girls really get off on those cringy dudes doing cook shit. Not for me.
It's so bad.
Not for me.
So bad.
So,
Stop eating.
so there's this other... No, I'm doing ASMR. So there's this other creator called Melanie... Is it Colette? Well, anyway, she's into sports fetish, and what she does is she dresses up as, like... Is it somebody from the opposite team? So you can, and like will abuse you. So say if you go for the Broncos, would she like dress up as the Sharks and be like, you fucking... What would you do if you were like that?
What I would, as a shark, say to a Bronco.
Yeah.
You're just a Bronco and that's all you'll ever be. Don't you know you're a car? You're not even anything else. You're a loser and I'm a shark and I'm the lion of the ocean and I sports better than your sports and your sportsing is shit house and your team can't even sports properly. When they get out on the oval, they can't even kick a sports. Well, that was us. Again, in your ear holes. We love being in there. You know we do. And she's still eating. She's just hungry. And she's doing it for free. So sucks to be her. We are Two Girls, One Pod. You have listened to Angie and Yvie. We are the best. You are the rest. And we love you. Email us at twogirls@novaentertainment.com.au or slide into Angie's DMs. And we would love to talk to someone who is an OnlyFans creator that is in Australia and that would be willing to come on to our show.
Yeah, male, female.
We don't have to name you if you don't
Anybody.
want to be named, but we would love to give you an interview and ask you some questions about what kind of money you make, what kind of content you do. We'd also really love to talk to a sex worker. A high-class... A sex worker would be preferable because I'm really kind of intrigued by that kind of sex work and what it involves. So if you are...
Sorry.
See, this is why you don't eat on air, isn't it? This is why you don't play ball in the house.
I got corn stuck in my throat. It's corn.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's not so juicy now, is it?
It's got the juice. It's missing the juice.
So if you are that kind of a person, not kind of a person, if you are that person or you know someone that is that person, please slide into our DMs, email us. We would love to have a chat, have you on. Until next week when we're back into your ear holes, have the day
that you deserve.
Oh, I knew she'd end it with that. Oh, and I hope you're all watching Bad Sisters because it's the best show I've ever seen. Goodbye.
Also, keep sweet, obey and pray.
Yes. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Keep sweet!
Stop it.
Jesus is watching!
Jesus! Take the wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel!